typically chronographs are not my jam. Although I've connected with a few of them. The Longines, Big Eye was one. But if you love chronographs and you like Seiko and the fact that they are claimed to be the first automatic chronograph in 1969, then maybe this mechanical automatic chronograph is just your bag. This is the Seiko Prospex Speedtimer mechanical limited edition of only 1,000 pieces. Love the white dial on this one. This is the SRQ035 using the caliber 8R46, retail price $3,200. Like I said, there's only 1,000 of these, and this thing is built like a tank. It's actually got some heft to it, not sized up. Full links, 199 gram. And I can tell a lot of it's right in the watch head too. Although it does have a very solid feel to the bracelet. Probably one of the most solid Seiko bracelets I've ever felt, and it's all brushed. Almost everything's brushed on this except for this polished bezel up top and then a couple little relief parts. But other than that, the whole thing's brushed. I think it gives it a very good utilitarian look. Let's get into this thing. So before I do that, big thanks to Nick and the crew at Exquisite Timepieces in Naples, Florida. All of the contact information will be down below in the description. Tell them I sent you. All right, case size. I measure 42.2 millimeter wide, lug to lug at 50 millimeter, thickness 15.5. Don't freak out. I know it's thick, but guys, it's an automatic chronograph with a date. So, and you can do other complications with this movement. That's the way this one's configured. On top of the fact that Seiko kind of does a little bit thicker watches anyway. Has a double dome sapphire crystal. You have that inner chapter, the tachometer. We'll cover the dial in a second. 20 millimeter lug width. Like I said, excellent bracelet. Tapers down to 18 mil. One downside, no micro adjust. But there are there half links? No, not really. So, but being a heavier watch, I think you'll be able to get it dialed in. I don't think it'll be too bad. The links aren't super, super long. 8 millimeter crown. Tons of traction on that. Very easy to operate. It is non-screw down, but the watch does hold 100 meter water resist. Really loved these, the pushers and the crown. They feel like and look like they're just milled out of a chunk of steel. They probably are. One of the most satisfying winds that I've done for a Seiko, for sure. It is very clean, consistent. You can definitely tell you're winding a mechanical timepiece. I mean, it's automatic, but it is also mechanical. You know what I'm saying? Very satisfying. Easy to operate. First position, you can adjust the date, pop it all the way out, hacks the movement, and you can adjust the time. Very smooth and refined feeling. No wobble to the crown at all. Let's zoom in a little bit, take a look at this dial, because the dial looks, it's like a gloss white. It looks like enamel almost, or porcelain or something. I can't find anywhere where it says in detail what the dial is actually made out of, but it is very clean and good looking. And then you have that inner black chapter ring that is a tachometer ring. Of course, you have your running seconds at the 3 o'clock position. And then if we start the chronograph, you have the chronograph hand sweeping. The seconds hand still sweeps at 4 hertz. This is a 4 hertz movement, meaning 28,800 vibrations per hour. And then you'll also have your minute counter there. Love the balances on the hour and minute hand. It works with the aesthetics of this watch 100%. You can tell this thing was designed and executed with intent, with purpose. I love the look of it, period. The balance of it. The Seiko printed up there. Got to have the Seiko on there. The Prospex X is small and then automatic down below. It's part of the Prospex lineup. So sure, you got to put it on there, but they kept it small. And then it says automatic, date at the 6 o'clock position, keeping the balance of the dial. There is some lume on this. It's not going to have a ton of lume, but it has just the right amount of lume. It does have a display case back as well. It's a non-decorated movement, but you can still see the mechanical bits going on. I'm not sure if you can see when you operate the chronograph. I don't know that you can really see anything. It's kind of buried underneath some bridge work, I think. But this movement does have, I think, a 45-hour power reserve. And like I said, it beats at 4 hertz, so that's really nice. Let's go ahead and stop the movement, or the chronograph, and then reset it. It just instantly snaps right back. A little stiff on the pushers. There's dead space, and then it just snaps in. Let's pop this on my 7¼ inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. Obviously, it's not sized. This is a brand new watch. Perfection. It does have some heft, but I think if you sized it right, it would stay nice and planted. I love that it's fully brushed with the white dial. It just works. All right, let's kill the lights and check the lume on this thing. I'm going to give it a quick blast with the UV light so we can hopefully get the full effect. There we go. Just enough for a chronograph, and it's Seiko, so yeah, they're going to show off a little bit. Even with the minimal real estate that they used for the lume, it is still potent. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.